they're the lowest scum on the planet Earth.
That's right.
They're gonna probably clip this site.
Yeah, like,
Yep. Well, they're gonna clip it. Well, they always do.
But now let's go back to Job 9:24, because now this is what they did when they took over the planet, when the Most High gave them this planet. And get Isaiah 24:5. Good.
Yep, I still got Isaiah.
Okay.
Yep, it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof.
Right.
If not, where and who is he?
So who did that? Now you know lately they've been having all different type of pictures of the different nations, painting the so-called picture of the Lord as their nation. That's just something recent. You know why they did that? Because for a long time, beginning with Abba Bivens all the way up to Elder Ariak, should I say King Masha, Elder Ariak, Elder Yaquab, on down the line, Elder Tahar and other men that came, Elder Gabar, Elder Rakah, and so on and so forth. We've been always saying that when you go all throughout the planet Earth, the other nations haven't painted the Lord as themselves. The only one that really painted the Lord as himself was the so-called white man. So what did they do? Being the devil that they are, trying to cover all grounds, they paid somebody to paint pictures to make the so-called Jesus, as they call him, to look like the other nations.
Right.
But prior to that, they wasn't doing that.
Right, like, so to try to answer if people say, oh, wait a minute, now he's not just white. He got people, everybody, whatever culture he's from, they paint him the way they look.
That's right.
Which is bullshit. But now the thing with that is, all right, okay, say you got Chinese people painting the Chinese picture of Jesus, so-called Jesus Christ. Right? You ain't gonna see that picture in Africa.
Nope.
You ain't gonna see that picture in the Arab world.
Nope.
All right? But you will see Caesar Borgia all throughout the world.
That's
in
right.
Africa, amongst some damn Arabs.
Yep.
All right, down in South
Even
America.
among them Arabs that's getting their ass blown up right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got a picture of Caesar Borgia on their wall.
Yeah, they're getting their ass shot
They could
off.
be in a goddamn cave somewhere. They might have a picture of Caesar Borgia in the cave.
So you can't run and hide from who you are, but the devil.
That's right.
You can't hide from it. And all these facts are now coming up. And that's why you keep clipping the sites, man.
That's right.
Because this is, regardless of whatever the little reprobate demons that troll through the site, whatever, regardless of what they say, this is powerful information, man.
This is solid information.
It's solid information. And guess what? It's spreading. It's spreading. And Israel is waking up, man. The rest of the tribes are waking up, man.
That's right.
You guys talk all this shit about the breakdown of the tribes or whatever. Let me see you try to sit there and actually break down the tribes, man.
Well, wait a minute.
That'd be the biggest comedy show ever, man.
Yeah,
It's already a comedy show.
Yeah, and where the hell are you guys at out on the street speaking?
On the forefront.
Oh, which now I have to say this. You same monkeys, you Yishmen motherfuckers that we talking about, you fucking Yishmen. You in your fucking bullshit video Bantus, Bantus bullshit.
Bantus about
Yeah, those are Hamites.
You do show a picture of this book in your video. And you read a passage out of here, which I forgot what the passage was, but it's neither here nor there. But you fucking monkey. Now, we never said that the Ashanti, the Mandingo, and the Igbo weren't Israelites. Those are Israelites.
Yeah, we
never said that.
And we always
said that. We never said that they weren't.
Right.
And the slave trade was concentrated on the west coast of Africa. Which the Congo is part of the west coast of Africa. Yep. So there's Israelites there in the Congo. And there's Israelites that was trafficked from the west coast to the Sudan. And there was traffic from the west coast. It wasn't just coming from the west coast to the Americas. Them Hamites and Arabs were taking Jake and trafficking them eastward across Africa to the Sudan. It was sold into the Sudan, where the Sudanese, the Watusi, and the Zulus are. There's Jakes that were enslaved among them. There was Jakes that was sold out to Elam or the East Indians.
There was Jakes that was sold to the Arabs.
There was Jakes sold to the Ishmaelites, and then Jakes was sold as far out as Turkey.
Right.
Jakes were taken from West Africa and sold as far east as Turkey.
Right, and then some of them Arabs, I believe it was the Arabs that was taking the Jakes, cutting their rods off and making them eunuchs, to guard them. So there's a vast history. You got Jake that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So you dummies, you think that we say that there's no Jakes in Africa.
We ain't never said that.
There's no Jakes in Africa.
We ain't never said that.
You stupid, man. We've been saying that. Where the hell you think they got the bulk of the slaves to come over here to this side of the world from so-called West Africa? And then you had other Jakes that migrated around. What about Egypt?
Right, but see, you guys are just dealing with just Judah as if it's a so-called black thing.
Right.
Right.
We dealing with Judah, Benjamin, Levi,
Simeon.
then we dealing with Simeon, Issachar,
Yep.
Manasseh,
Zebulon,
Reuben,
Yep.
Gad,
Asher, Naphtali.
Naphtali.
That's right.
All right, where's your breakdown? Or where are you dealing with those tribes at?
Right.
You ain't doing nothing but being a bunch of damn reprobates, man.
A bunch of fucking demons.
A bunch of demons, man. If you were serious or sincere, if there was any sincerity in you guys, you would go out there in the highways and the byways. If you were confident in that
and
bullshit,
film yourself.
And film yourself.
Put it up there.
You like to try to prove like, aha, I thought we don't do that. Aha,
Yeah.
aha. Look, y'all said this. Well, look, well, show us you out there on the streets teaching that. Hell, show your faces. You guys don't even like showing your faces, man.
Hey, you might get the cops might roll up on you and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You know, you guys ain't serious about what you're doing.
Nah,
You're
you
full
ain't
of
shit.
shit, man.
And then I'm gonna show you full of shit, because you know what? Whatever passage you quoted out of this book, you should have read the whole fucking book or read more of the book,
Right.
motherfucker. Now I'm gonna show you something here on page 126. Hebrewisms of West Africa. It says, for I am of opinion that the Americans originally were before the captivity of the 10 tribes, even from Sem's near progeny. Sem is Shem.
Right.
From Shem's near progeny. In other words, from Shem's line.
Right.
It says, meanwhile, the question had been seriously taken up on the continent and popularized by one of the most brilliant Jews of the day, Manasseh ben Israel. He was basically a so-called Jew. I believe he was a rabbi. Now, he's one of the proponents in history that a lot of people refer to. Even the guy that's mentioned in this book, Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, Montezinos, studied under this guy Manasseh ben Israel. Now it says here, Manasseh ben Israel, a native of La Rochelle, while yet a boy, moved to Amsterdam with his parents. So he was in England. This guy was in England. Early in the 17th century, in due course, he became one of the most distinguished orators in Holland and established the first Hebrew printing press in that country in 1626. Though the influence of a fellow Jew, Aaron Levi was the Jewish name of Montezinos, that's mentioned here in Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, that went to Mount Quito in Ecuador. In Ecuador, he went to Mount Quito, I believe it was Mount Quito in Ecuador.
Yep.
And he was the one that the natives greeted him. He's seen the natives greet each other. Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allahayana wa Yahweh Akkad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is one. So Montezinos actually witnessed this, but his Jewish name was Aaron Levi. But his Portuguese name was Montezinos. Now it says in here, Aaron Levi, better known as Antonio de Montezinos. Manasseh became a strong advocate of the theory that the North American Indians were in fact the lost 10 tribes of Israel. Point blank.
Yeah.
Now, there's more.
That's their book, huh?
Yeah,
That's
this
your
is the
book.
book you
That's
brought
your
out,
book.
motherfucker. How come
That's
you
your
ain't read
book,
this,
son.
motherfucker? You fucking Bantus faggot.
Hey, that's your book. Why you ain't read it?
How come you ain't never read that? How can you read it? You gotta give page 126, 127, and 128, motherfucker. Go read it, motherfucker. I watched your fucking bullshit video, motherfucker. I watched your fucking video. I'd like to fuck you up, straight up and down.
Yep. Well, you know when that time comes, the Lord gonna give us a power.
Yeah, the Lord
Yeah,
gonna
he
fuck
gonna
you
give us-
niggas
he
up
gonna give
anyway.
us a power, man.
No, right now we can't do nothing. We're not gonna threaten you guys of doing nothing to you because right now you got 911, and if you call 911, they might come and shoot you. You might get hurt.
Yep.
Well, guess what? These videos are doing more the damage to you than
That's right.
anybody can
That's
physically
right.
do to you.
Yeah, because the Most High is
yeah.
really the one that's going to do the physical and
Yeah, he gonna finish. The Most High gonna
hurt
finish
to
you. He gonna finish you because right now these videos is messing you up, and how we know is because you keep screaming, you be following these
Yep.
obsessed with them. As soon as they come up, then you try to make one of your videos and try to tag along,
Yep.
so to speak.
But that's all you do.
You know,
just
and you get all
put
messed
GMS
up, man.
tags on your videos so you can give views.
You getting all messed up with these videos.
Yeah, we
man.
don't put your tags,
Yeah.
Bananarama and shit like that.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You devils. We don't put your tags on our videos. We don't need nobody to watch our videos.
Right.
Your people watching our videos. If they watch it, they watch it. We're not trying to get people out there, that follow you to watch our videos. The people that follow you guys are bugged out.
Yeah,
Yahweh Shai already said
Yep.
they're blind leaders of the blind, and if they follow the blind, they shall both fall into a ditch. So let them fall in the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we only concerned with the elect of Israel,
Yep.
the 12 tribes.
Now, there's some more, page 127. It says, many outspoken advocates to the general theory of the Israelitic origin of the American Indians. For some time, missionaries in America, especially those in Mexico, had been sending home reports of religious customs and beliefs that savored or favored much of Semitic origin.
And where? In Mexico?
Wait a minute, you got a problem with the Mexicans being, you calling them Amerigooks,
Right.
you calling them gooks, the Mexicans, Native American Indians. Motherfucker, this is in the same book that you bought out in your bullshit video.
Right.
You fucking retard. I'm gonna read it again.
That's right.
It says, for in some time, missionaries in America, especially those in Mexico, have been sending home reports of religious customs and beliefs that favored much of Semitic origin. Thus, the
Right.
Jesuit Acosta reported that the Indians had an infinite number of ceremonies and usages which reminded one of the ancient law of Moses.
Hey,
Wow.
You want some more? You want some more? I got more for you.
now you know what? Now these guys, they say that the so-called Mexicans, they're not Israelites because they committed human sacrifices. Judah,
Israel was
Benjamin,
doing
and
human
Levi was doing the
sacrifice.
same thing.
They
The
still
other
do
tribes
it.
that were doing, they still doing it. You know, look at Levi on the island of Haiti. You don't think they do human sacrifices out there?
That's why the Mosai, they do it. It's the biggest out there.
Yeah.
That's why the Mosai is matter of fact, I think as we speak, or later on tonight, the Mosai is going to run through there with a storm.
Yep.
That they all concerned about. That's going to jack them up because they ain't recovered from that last earthquake the Mosai hit their ass
And that was
with.
what, 2005?
2008.
Hey,
2008.
about
Beginning of
5
the
years,
year.
yeah, but almost 5
So
years.
look at that.
When that big earthquake hit and destroyed, ripped Haiti a new asshole.
Hey,
They ain't recovered yet from that, man. And the Mosai about to throw some horrible torrential rains down there, tropical storm on them. Because why? They be doing all of that stuff. They be sacrificing people, trying to bring people back from the dead, having what they call zombies down there and shit.
That Ovia
Dealing
shit.
that Ovia and voodoo.
Voodoo, yeah.
That's heavy down there. So what do you mean? And guess what? And a lot of that, they were practicing that over there in Africa too. They do the same thing over there in Africa.
Yeah. Well, matter of fact, a lot of them so-called gods that you see among the so-called Latin tribes was brought over here by Jake.
Yep.
You know, the Yoruba and the Yoruba tribes and Legua and Yemaya and Chango and all that. That was Jake that brought the so-called Judah, Benjamin, and Levi that brought that over here. And guess what? The manner of the Israelites over here was what? They worshiped them gods. Because in the wilderness, Israel was worshiping those gods secretly.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And where was those gods from? From Egypt. And the Lord said that you worship any god, even newly gods that have newly been formed. So anytime something came into place, you best believe one of the Israelite tribes or all of the tribes are going to worship it. You need something to be worshipped, they'll worship it. You know?
And you know what? Niggas, I got more for you in the same book. I got some more for you. Now it says here,
Before you read that, right?
Okay.
I want you, I just want to hit this real quick, because this is what's happening right now.
Sure.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman. And that's what's happening. It's been happening for the last, 400 or 500 years? With the so-called white men during the Renaissance lying on history, right? It says that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. So by those lies that they taught, by so-called Christopher Columbus discovering America, so-called Jesus being a so-called white man, the virgin birth and all that stuff. The white man are the Israelites. The Chinese are the Israelites. All them damn lies it's been flooded out here to try to what? To blind the people of the Lord. But the only one that's going to be blinded are the ones that are not part of the elect, the ones of the elect of the 2/3.
That's
Because
right.
you got an election of the 1/3 and you got an election of the 2/3. It says, and the earth helped the woman. So after all this dirt and all this covering up that the so-called white man did, the earth helped the woman. How did the earth help the woman? Through archaeologies, through different pictures, through different relics. like the 10 commandments down in Los Lunas, New Mexico, on that stone.
That stone.
Which was amongst the so-called